This week, we sneak over to Legoland Florida to show you the construction on their Ninjago attraction.
And then we'll have a good old-fashioned American presidential debate.
Plus the latest theme park news and more coming at you from the attraction studio right now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
So this week is going to be a very interesting week for the show. We have a fun segment coming up later, and it's like we tease up top, a good old-fashioned American presidential debate.
Yes, exactly. Some very special guests that we'll be having that we'll have the honor to interview. So stay tuned for that, definitely.
Yeah, if you're having trouble figuring out who you want to vote for, we're hitting the tough topics like theme parks.
The real important topic.
Exactly. It's all in good fun.
Yes.
But until then, let's get to some news in the queue right after this.
This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, cruises, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Florida and California theme parks and attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com.
Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, an all-new holiday fireworks spectacular, starts November 14th at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
The story starts with elves Wayne and Lanny from Prep and Landing as they lead a team of Disney characters on a search and rescue mission for Santa.
The show will feature holiday moments from Mickey's Christmas Carol, Beauty and the Beast, Pluto's Christmas Tree, Bambi, and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Additional holiday cheer at Hollywood Studios will include a giant Christmas tree over the main entrance, holiday displays, and colorful garlands and sparkling lights. Not to be confused with the Osborne family spectacle of dancing lights, which had its final performance last year.
Guests will also be able to share their wish list with Santa himself at the Once Upon a Time shop on Sunset Boulevard. Santa Goofy will step in for Santa when he returns to the North Pole on Christmas Eve.
The Star Wars Galactic Spectacular will return starting on New Year's Eve. This is the one piece of holiday news that I've been actually looking forward to ever since last year, because I'm always like, how are they going to do Christmas at Hollywood Studios after Osborne?
The pictures of the artwork for it actually look really good.
It looks great. It's using the same projection and fireworks technology as they use for Star Wars, which I think is the best nighttime show at that park. So I'm very excited to see how they do it with Christmas.
It's going to be tough to replace the Osborne lights.
It is. But at least they are doing this, and they're doing more, and hopefully bringing Santa over there. I think that's a really great idea. I'm not sure if Santa will also make it over to Magic Kingdom to do some meet and greets like he usually does, probably just during the Christmas party. But I'm very excited. I can't wait to see this in person.
Yeah, for sure. Princess Elena of Avalor will join her royal sisters inside Princess Fairy Tale Hall at Magic Kingdom beginning November 24th.
Although she has already begun meeting guests unofficially in the hall, if you want to be sure you'll be meeting Elena, you'll need to wait until the official opening on the 24th.
Guests will also be able to choose between a meeting with Elena and Cinderella or Rapunzel and Tiana.
I'm glad that she's finally doing proper meet and greets now. She's had the show for a little while.
Definitely. I think she's getting more and more popular. The show is adorable, so it'd be really cool to actually meet her.
Although, I don't know if we have it on the set anymore, her scepter, it's
a very catchy tune.
It's a very catchy tune that Spencer has, played with over and over again. I'm sorry, I just got into a trance. It definitely is a very cute show. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Disney Channel and I believe Disney Junior.
Busch Gardens Tampa will host Sesame Street Halloween Kids Weekends this October, featuring a hay bale maze, animal encounters, and trick-or-treat candy stations.
This weekend will be themed after Count Von Count as he helps you count your way through a baddie Halloween maze.
Monsters and Fairies Weekend will be held next week with Halloween-themed arts and crafts.
Kids are encouraged to wear costumes, and character parades will take place at the top of every hour in the Sesame Street Safari of Fun area of the park. I really actually like that they're doing this because, Busch Gardens, they're synonymous with the Hallow Scream, this more intense Halloween event. Now they're going to start a kids event. I think that's a good idea.
I think it's really cute. They have this whole land with Sesame, so why not use that to their advantage? And I love that there's going to be parades every hour. And the count, I love the count.
The count, yes, yes. 1, 2, 3 magazines. I
don't even need a kid. I just want to go and enjoy it.
Exactly. All right, you and I, we're going. Amazon Prime members in Orlando and Tampa can now get free 1-hour delivery from selected restaurants to their hotel or home.
By using the Prime Now app or visiting amazon.com/restaurants, Prime members can browse menus, place orders, watch as their delivery driver travels from the restaurant to them in real time.
Delivery is free for Prime members. For the full list of restaurants, visit our blog.
This is dangerous.
We're in the future. This is the future.
This is the future.
We're not going to leave our house anymore.
It's dangerous, yeah. Like, oh, what do I feel like tonight? Let me just whoop.
Exactly. And people staying at like the theme park hotels, the theme parks, they're not going to go to the theme park. They're just going to.
Yeah. And let me tell you, being a Prime member is so worth it. And now is that you get the free delivery for this.
Because what, if you're also, it's a free 2-day shipping, I believe, and discounted one, like same day, even same day delivery is available here in Orlando.
Right, yeah.
It's insane. The future. We're about to live into the Jetsons. Soon our cars are going to be able to fold up into suitcases.
I'm not ready.
Hi everybody. Welcome to Hidden Mickey of the Week. Let's go to Magic Kingdom again, to Frontierland and Splash Mountain. Along the entrance queue, just after you pass by the Walt Disney World Railroad tracks, and you can see the tracks just behind this part of the entrance queue, there's a Mickey Mouse sticker glued on the first hexagonal light cover that you pass under. I don't know who put it there, but it's probably going to be there a while because it's hard to reach. So take a look yourself and have fun.
Have your best day ever at Funspot America.
Banks, what are you doing?
I am practicing my Spinjitzu, of course, to get ready for the new Ninjago attraction at Legoland Florida.
Okay, well, as fun as that looks, I can definitely think of a better way to get some spinning done, and it's a lot more fun. Come on, let's go.
Ah, you're right, but hey, for our viewers, here's a look at what's coming to Legoland.
Are you coming?
We are here at Legoland Florida Resort on the construction site for next year's Lego Ninjago the Ride. We're going to head inside to get a look at the construction progress as well as find out the opening dates. So let's go.
Three, two, one. Please work. Ninjago is a wonderful brand. It's one of the most powerful Lego brands and is now an evergreen Lego brand, which is something that, in other words, isn't going to go away. And we know that the Lego Ninja concept is huge. And what we've done in this ride is we've looked at the rides within the marketplace, and everybody loves a good dark ride. They love the challenge component where they can score points, they can beat mum, they can beat dad. Everybody can ride this ride. If you are under 48 inches, you have to be accompanied, but everybody can ride this ride. So it's all inclusive. So it's a family ride that is all challenging and all encompassing. And in Lego, we don't do guns. We don't do any kind of aspects. We try not to do those things. So this ride is unique for its ability with the senses. And what we're going to do is we're going to have 5 different types of hand manipulation, which is a ninja move, which the kids can learn before they get here, and that is what triggers the fireball or the ice or the lightning bolt that comes out of your hands. And it is a workout on this ride as well. But you know, you really are kind of getting into it, and you know, like you do with the different rides that are similar to this.
Right.
And you're kind of keeping an eye on the score, but you kind of lose track of that because you're from one scene, you're into the next one, and it's quite intense. But it's all about you becoming a ninja. So there are 5 elements outside that test the kids' ninja skills. So there's kind of a climbing wall, there's a spinner, and there's a reflex wall that you have to have. And so those are the things that we do that the kids can say, right, I'm now ready for the ride, and I've got the hand techniques, and I've toned my skills. Now I want to go against the evil within Ninjago World.
So we're walking here through the ride track of Ninjago the Ride. We were just talking to Adrian in what was probably, I think, the testing area before we head over here to what looks like caverns to fight the bad guys in the ride. Now this place is very open. There's a lot of space here, and you can see there's already a lot of sets already built inside the ride. Just digitally put that in. Behind me here is the load station where you're going to board your vehicle for Ninjago the Ride. The whole Ninjago World is going to officially open on January 12th, 2017, so be sure to practice your Ninjago skills.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
This week we have some very special guests. Now, with the presidential elections coming up, we wanted to ask some really important questions.
Yeah, now the topic for the debate today will be strictly on the country's beautiful tourism industry and the attractions, of course. Now, each of our guests will have 1 minute to respond to each question.
Now, let's welcome our guests.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Madam Secretary, since you won the coin flip backstage, we're going to let you answer the first question here.
Great. Madam, if you should win, what message would you have your animatronic figure say in the Hall of Presidents?
Well, you know, that's a very good question. Thanks for asking. I am a woman of few words, as you know, as opposed to some people, so I don't really think I need to say anything so much as this is what I think would be kind of cute. Look, I'd like to have all of the living presidents around me have t-shirts on that say, I'm with her, with the arrow pointing at me, you know, and then I can just have a shirt on that says, stronger together.
Very good. That's a very good answer, sir. Your answer?
Let me first say, I don't know that I really want to see her or anybody else in that candidacy in a t-shirt. But I tell you what, this is what I would have it say. You know, because it's a theme park, you don't want it to be too profound, because, you know, people in the theme park, they're not there to be profounded, you know, they're more confounded, you know, it's not their fault, they're on vacation. But I think it still needs to be something important, you know, it needs to be something strongly worded, you know, maybe like, I'm President Donald J. Trump. You elected me, America, because I'm not a criminal politician who supports terrorism and Obamacare, you know, aka crooked Hillary Clinton. And, you know, I feel also strongly there should be a second figure of me as you leave the hall to explain I didn't say what you just thought I said.
Now, sir, you proposed putting a wall around World Showcase at Epcot. What are your thoughts about the existing wall around Cinderella Castle and this proposed wall?
Well, let me clarify to begin with. The wall isn't proposed to go around all of World Showcase. It's only proposed to go around the foremost areas of Showcase, Mexico and Canada, because they border the U.S. And it's more symbolic than anything, because in the World Showcase, they border Future World. So it's a symbolic wall as a barrier between those countries on our border as Americans and our future. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I greatly love the Mexicans. I love the Canadians. I have great business dealings with both of them. I actually plan on sponsoring portions of both pavilions. You know, in Canada is going to be the newly designed, fabulous Le Trumpier Steakhouse. It's going to be wonderful, very delicious. And in Mexico, I'm going to go a little retro with the boat ride. It's going to be El Rio del Trump, It's going to be wonderful. You're going to enjoy it. You know, you might even get wet on the ride, let me tell you. And, you know, after that, you asked about the wall around Cinderella Castle. Well, I tell you what, I think it's been a long time coming, the wall around the castle, because for years we have seen the castle attacked by pirates, experimental alien species, and most recently wicked 90s witches. You know, and you know, it's been a great expense to the charming family. They've had so much expense that they've had to rent out a room in their own private dwelling. You know,
we've run out of time for this answer. Madam Secretary, your answer.
Well, thanks again for a very good question. My question would be, what is this wall for? Is it to keep out certain groups of people, such as season pass holders, perhaps cast members, Florida residents? What exactly will this wall at World Showcase be separating people from? And as far as Cinderella's castle, well, yeah, there's been a wall there for a long time. And look, I'm not for taking down existing walls, because our Disney princesses are a national treasure. So I think that those walls are perfect for them. I just don't see the need for any additional structures.
Thank you for those answers. Madam Secretary, what are your thoughts about the Disney and Universal theme parks being outside the U.S.?
Well, look, I am for free enterprise. And frankly, if having other parks throughout the world cuts down on some of the lines without having to use an express pass, then I'm all for free enterprise.
Thank you. Mr. Trump?
I'm actually for it as well. I have to agree with Secretary Clinton. You happy with that? I want you to be happy, okay? I have to agree with her on that. You know, the parks in other countries like China, having multiple parks over there, will cut down on those people trying to come over here to America to our parks. You know, it'll also create jobs, low-paying jobs in those parks, so the low-paying jobs in the American parks are secure for the Americans. You know, and you know, the one thing I have to say is that American companies are taking those good rides over there to China. You know, they're taking them outside of our country. They're building better rides outside of the country, and we need to have that stop. We need to bring better rides here. For example, in China, Hong Kong, I believe they have the Tron Cycle coaster, the Tron coaster. You know, I'm thinking about building an American version, the Trump coaster, where you can ride on hair cycles.
Well, those are very interesting answers. Thank you so much for that. Now, let me know, Mr. Trump, what is your favorite theme park attraction and why?
I tell you what, I do have favorites. I also have non-favorites. I tell you what, some of my non-favorites, Obama's Wild Ride, because it's gone on 8 years too long. And, you know, I like the teacups. I like the teacups because they support me and I support them. I don't like the Hillary Barack safaris, you know, because the last time I went on, the driver, they pointed out a Rosie O'Donnell and I lost my lunch. You know, but I do like my idea for the new overlay of an Orlando classic. It's going to be called the new Trump Tower of Pleasure. You don't even need a lap bar. I just hold you down your seat, up and down, screaming. You're gonna love it. And you don't get a picture at the end of it, though. You know, you got to just have people believe that it happened. Okay. Oh, and I also like Trump Story Mania. You can toss rings around the illegal aliens.
Okay. Madam Secretary, your answer?
Well, whew. All right. Let me think about this one for you. You know, in the past, my favorite has always been It's a Small World, because of course the children are our future. And I believe every child in America should be able to live up to their God-given potential. So that's definitely a favorite of mine, but lately, you know, I haven't set to say much of a word at all because my career has been soaring right to the presidential election. So I would say soaring across America is not only indicative of my career, my campaign, but one of my favorite attractions.
Thank you for those answers.
And I think your ideas are flying out there too. You know.
You should know.
Yeah.
Next question, Madam Hillary. What time is the 3 o'clock parade?
That's a very, very, very good question because I have actually seen that 3 o'clock parade. I took my daughter, little Hillary, and the two grandkids there, and I can tell you that what time is the 3 o'clock parade? It's a party time. That's what it is. It's a good time. It's a family time. It is what America is built on, a happy time.
Sir, your answer?
And the question?
What time is the 3 o'clock parade?
Anytime I want it to be. You know, I got tons of money. Literally, I can make it happen whenever I want. If I want to watch a 3 o'clock parade at 6 o'clock p.m., I can make it happen, you know. It's easy to make it happen. I tell you what, 3 o'clock is a terrible time for a parade. You got to get your spot to watch it at like 1, maybe 1:30 p.m. That's in the middle of the day, you know. You sit on the hot cement on the curb. It's hot cement, hot cement. You sit down, you might burn your back of thigh. You know, that's if you're wearing unflattering shorts, which I would never do. Then you're sitting out there in the sun, sizzle, boom, sunburn. You know, you got to have a nice, even tan like me. That's, you know, somebody with a sunburn is very hard to be a 10.
Well, thank you so much to both of you for joining us and giving us those very enlightening answers. We want to encourage everyone out there to pick the best candidate and vote on Election Day.
We'll talk more about these candidates right after this message.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
All right, so welcome back. Obviously, we're having a little bit of fun with our guests here today. I wanted to let each one of them introduce themselves. Please tell our audience who you are.
Ladies first.
Oh, that means me. Hi, I'm Rob Iberg.
And I'm Lori McCaskill.
Now, how did y'all get started doing these impressions? I mean, obviously, the elections, it's a big hot topic with it coming up in less than a month, but how did you get started doing these?
It's funny because for quite some time, people have told me that I look a little bit like Hillary Clinton, and I have never really seen it. And then a friend of mine was looking for an actress, a local Central Florida actress, to join him in some of the public appearances he was making, and he put that on his Facebook page, Rob did, and at least 3 of our different actor friends responded, oh, call Lori McCaskill. And I was like, what are they talking about? So I just got a wig, experimented with the makeup and the pantsuit, and looked in the mirror, and sent the picture to my mother, and she showed it to my father, and she said, who's this? And he said, oh, that's Hillary Clinton. She said, no, it's your daughter. So I can blame it on him for getting started in this.
She blames it on me that her parents forgot who she was.
I know, it's sad, sad.
For me, I've been doing a lot of characters for a long time. I started about 2003, anything from Johnny Depp through Harrison Ford, and none of them look alike, obviously. So I try my best to look the most like them as I can. And people have been asking me, because I play so many, if I would play Trump for about a year now. And I've really pushed it off just because political humor isn't my specialty. So I finally gave in and decided to do it, and it's been pretty successful so far.
Fantastic. What kind of research did you guys have to go through to understand your characters?
I like to watch a lot of the debates, as well as the recent appearance of Mrs. Clinton on the Ellen show. And I've watched them over and over and taken notes on the mannerisms and the laugh. Would you like to hear the laugh?
Let's go for it.
I found that it's in 7s, so she goes, ha 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 ha. Unless she's very tickled, and then she goes, and she speaks a lot with her hands. She'll start off and then work her way in, and then very open. And then there's a lot of head dipping and looking up and nodding. And then as far as the different phrases, she does a lot of the now look, or you know, or I don't know, or well, which makes it about 6 syllables. So just doing a research from looking at different clips and tapes and photos for doing the makeup. I like to put a photo of Mrs. Clinton next to my makeup mirror as I'm highlighting the different areas of my face.
So she researched doing Hillary the same way Hillary researched doing Hillary. Yeah? I could do it too. No, you know, I do the same basic thing. She basically answered for me. So yeah, I keep a picture of the person that I'm doing the makeup for right by it, and I do it like that. I do a lot of the research. If it's a movie character, I'm doing the research on the movies or interviews, anything like that. In this case, I watch the actual person, I watch Donald, and then I watch other impersonations as well, anything from Jimmy Fallon all the way through, you know, somebody I know next door, you know.
Now, tell me, you going out and doing public appearances as these characters, what are some interesting experiences that have happened?
You want to go first?
Well, I haven't done a whole lot of experiences at this point, but I have noticed quite a bit of polarization on my Facebook page when I have photos on there. You can tell pretty much right away who is a Hillary supporter and who isn't by the comments that I've received on my Facebook page. It's quite eye-opening and surprising that some people seem to not be able to separate the person that you're portraying and the satire that you're trying to portray. And it's a little frightening as well as fascinating to me.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. It's I try to be very neutral in the political field, especially because for me it's just a job. Like I said, I don't do political humor on the typical basis, so I just focus on what I need to make it entertaining to people. Because the thing about these characters, we don't show up to actually try to encourage people to vote one way or another. I mean, it's about just having some fun.
Exactly.
People want to have fun with that person, whether they support them or not. And I've met both sides of that. I was doing a job and people were walking out of the room taking the pictures with me. Oh, I love you. You got my vote, got my vote, got my vote. And then one person was like, I don't like you. You don't got my vote, but I want a picture with you. So.
How can we contact you and be able to find you?
Well, I actually started a Facebook page. It's called Hillary Clinton Impersonator, Lori McCaskill.
And mine is Donald Trump impersonator, Rob Iberg. And I also have a website coming up. It's called Trump-lookalike.com, but it's still in production. You know, we're trying to build a firewall around it.
Perfect. Well, thank you all so much for coming out. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
When you go on vacation, one thing that's almost always certain is that you're going to be taking plenty of pictures. Obviously, everyone always wants to look fabulous in photos, right? Well, how do you expect to do that if you don't pack for the proper clothing? For the best results, try coordinating all your outfits for most important events. Maybe even try and create outfits that are inspired by your favorite characters and properties from your destination. If you want to go above and beyond, you could also try looking up character-inspired makeup tutorials. And of course, don't forget to smile for the camera.
Well, let's just chalk that up to something I never thought we'd have here on the show, but it was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well.
And that's the key word, is it's fun. We're all having a fun time here. Obviously, you know, it is YouTube. Comments, be nice. They're just actors. They're just having fun doing what they love to do, and that's being an impersonator.
Exactly. They are not actually Hillary and Trump, so please treat them as if, you know, how you would like to be treated.
Right, right. And if you have something to say, get out there on November 8th and vote.
Exactly.
That's your duty. Go out there, vote. If you're 18 or older, of course.
Now for this week's calendar.
Halloween events continue. Select days and nights at many theme parks this week.
The Epcot Food and Wine Festival features performances by Toad the Wet Sprocket tonight, Chaka Khan Friday and Saturday, Billy Ocean through Monday, and Living Color the next 2 days.
This week's birthday shoutouts go out to Leah Bundy, Lizzie Smith, and Kelly Green.
We also want to give a big hello to Evan, Jamie, Colleen, Daniel, Rose, and Rosalie, who are heading to Orlando on the 28th.
Hey guys, hey everyone, be sure to say hello if you see us around the parks. And now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney World, Universal, and all your other vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
And thanks to Funspot America, Central Florida's only family-owned theme park. They provide safe, clean fun in Orlando and Kissimmee. Visit fun-spot.com for tickets and more information.
This week we want to tell you about our new t-shirt shop.
Yes.
Here are just a few designs available at shop.spreadshirt.com/attractions.
You can also order mugs and other items. Let us know if you have any great t-shirt ideas in the comments below here on youtube.com/attractionsmagazine. Now, I just want to comment on one of these designs. It is from the ride Dinosaur, and it's access denied. Access granted. All right, we're in. I love it. It's perfect.
So clever.
You're going to see me wearing that around.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Also, a special for this weekend, we do have free shipping for all of our designs, and the code is just for you.
Yes, yes. Now, we'll be adding more designs in the future, so be sure to check back often at that website, shop.spreadshirt.com/attractions. All right, so, usually we have our bloopers of the week at the end of the credits, but this week we're going to do a little something special, something fun.
Definitely make sure you stay after the credits for some bonus footage of Trump and Clinton having fun right here at Funspot.
It's huge. Okay, I gotta tell you, it is the most huge park out there. Wow, that was my first time even trying that.
You're a natural.
Wow. You might have to go to a wig then.
Oh, yes.
No, I'm never gonna do that. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all,
have fun.
Hello, America. It's me, the Donald, and I'm having a good time here in Orlando, Florida. I'm having a fun day, and guess where I am? At Funspot. And let me tell you, this place, it's huge.
Hello, America. Hello, my fellow sister and questioning Americans. Here we are at Funspot. I understand that this is one of the premier theme parks in Central Florida, so I'm happy to be here doing a little promotion. We've been walking around and I've noticed that this place, as the Donald would say, is huge. Thank you. Please vote.